Hi there, I hope you're all fine. Today I'm on the balcony. I have many seedlings in small pots, and the 15th of May is approaching, and soon I can bring them to the garden and put them in the big containers that they can grow nicely the whole summer. So today I will take the seedlings out, put them in bigger pots, and I take you along. Look at these plants, or these little seedlings. They're all still in the seed trays and in smaller pots, and they really need bigger pots. So today I have a big job to do. These are tomatoes. This is what's the name of it? Callaloo, and then there's some Swiss chard. Yes, and all these plants, they need to come to the garden soon. The tomatoes are quite big already. They don't need bigger pots. I've put them into bigger pots already, but now they're waiting to go to the garden and to go to bigger containers. Just waiting for the 15th of May. I have some plants already up. I risked it with 5 tomato plants, and I was always monitoring the temperatures, and I hope they are fine. But still I have quite a few here that can go up then as well. The pumpkins, the cucumbers and the zucchini, those ones are still in here. I can still leave them in here. And here in here I have some beans. They are not showing up yet, but it's better to bring them, to have them here. And then I have this one here, the nice tomato, which has a nice size and it looks quite good. But this one is already in a bigger pot, so it can stay there. And what I have as well, I didn't get tomatillo seeds this year, but I had some tomatillos on my kitchen table that I didn't eat. I let them ripen, and I used those plants to start the tomatillos, because I was really amazed last year. They were so delicious. Here are my eggplants. They have already a little pot. They came from the seed tray into that little pot, and that's okay until they get planted into the containers. Then here is Swiss chard. What I got this year is a banana. I'm really wondering if it will grow here. So I took one plant with lots of little ones, and I all put them into extra pots. So if one fails, I'm sure I find another one that is working. My strawberries are growing here, and this one is a melon. It's not. It tastes like a pear melon they call it. Solanum vicatum is the right name, and I'm really curious how it will taste. Yeah, and here are some more tomato seedlings. This time I put them into a pot because I got tomatoes from the supermarket, and I'm always testing new tomatoes. If I like them, I take a pot and put some of those seeds in there. They're called San Marzano. And we see how they taste, and if they're nice, they come into my tomato collection. Here I got a coffee plant. That's more a plant for indoors, but I have them on the balcony, and maybe I bring some to the garden as well. I had one plant with many little ones, so I have lots of pots with them as well. Yeah. And here are more tomatoes, and yeah, that's how the balcony looks like. And there are my mint. I have mainly mint on the balcony, mint and other herbs that I can harvest continuously. And of course my raspberries are here. So this is a plant that I really like, and the bees love it. So I got a new one this year, and I always get some plants that are loved by the bees. Oh God, that's wasp down there. And I keep those ones. I keep here on the balcony for the moment. One I've brought already up to the garden, but the slugs on the snails. They love them as well. So I like to have them a little bit bigger, and then I bring them up. One I will leave here for the bees, and the other ones go up. Then look at this here. Oh, they look a little bit strange. These are my cuttings from the fig tree. I just had to cut it because it was too big and didn't fit under the roof. And there's some new ones coming, but there was some leaves here. This leaf looked a little bit better, but maybe it's just hanging down there because other ones are coming, or I have to bring them inside again. But it looks like as if they've rooted already, so it will be nice to have a new fig tree. Yes. Oh, and here is a lemon thyme. I got it from a little cutting. Anyhow, I like to take cuttings from all kinds of places, and then I end up here on the balcony, and when they're a little bit bigger, they go to the garden. So these are some little flowers, some cuttings from the flowers. This is Busy Lizzie, and these plants, I do not really know what they are, but I'll find out once they're a little bit bigger. And here are some petunias. They still take some time to grow, but on the balcony they have the right temperature. There's only sun in the morning, and then it's a little bit shady. Here they can grow and get bigger until they go to the garden. This year I managed to propagate some geraniums, you know, the ones that smell so nicely. And I have them here on the balcony. They have only tiny little flowers, so I don't get it for the flowers, but just for the fragrance. And when the balcony is then empty or not filled up with plants like this, my husband is really waiting for that, then all those plants with a nice fragrance, they make it very nice to be here on the balcony and enjoy it, especially in the evening. Rosemary, mint, lavender I have here, sage, and all these plants really nice to enjoy on the balcony. The balcony is so small, and I really use every millimeter for my plants to grow up. Hey, here's even some bay leaves. But I'm happy when the plants are in the garden, and then I can enjoy the balcony again. I'm preparing some soil for the seedlings to go into bigger pots. I take some normal compost from the shop, and then I mix some perlite in there. Here I took them out of the seed tray already. You can see they really needed it. I separated them, and then they go into a pot with some holes. Just put some soil in there, and then I take most of the time I take those leaves away, and until this they go in, and then they can grow nicely. Just some soil at the bottom, and then the plants can go in. And wait, I have to have my other hand free. This one off with my fingernail. The rest is in here, and then I fill up the pot maybe until here, and then they can grow. They will develop some more roots here, and that means they are not so leggy as you see it here. Then if you fill it up, the stem gets some support, builds new roots, and the plant looks stronger and healthier. Once I filled it up, I'm going to press down the soil a little bit. Yes, like that. And then you water them, and they're fine to go. I showed you these tomatoes on the window at home. They are quite big, and the bigger they get, the more difficult it is to transport them up to the garden. So I decided to bring them up. The weather report looks good. At the moment we have here 22 or 23 Celsius, And it seems to be like that for quite a while. On the 15th of May is our last frost date, but I even risked to bring some more tomatoes up. Look at these ones here. I brought them up 2 weeks ago, and in between we still had some 2 degrees Celsius, that's around 35 Fahrenheit, and they look good. Yeah, they're a little bit protected under the roof on the terrace. And then I did this with one, which is a little bit more in the way where the winds can come from here. And yeah, it doesn't look bad here. So, yeah, and now the others will go in here as well. I'll have to find a place for them because I have many tomatoes at home that need to be in bigger pots, and then they can come up here as well. So I have some spare ones if frost is coming. No, I have to sneeze. The grapes are coming as well. I hope no more frost is coming because they want to grow this year. Today is the 6th of May and I didn't sleep the whole night. I was always looking to the weather report how it is in the garden. And where I lived there were 4 degrees Celsius. In the garden there were 2, but a frost warning was there. And so I was really scared. And early in the morning I went up to see what's happening. The tomatoes that are under the roof on the terrace, they look really good. Doesn't look as if there's any damage. They look good. And I was worried as well about the wine, about the grapes. I think maybe the ones here, they're a little bit damaged, but the other leaves look good. There are so many grapes here already. It would be a shame if everything would be destroyed like last year when they had to start all over again. Yeah, here they're okay as well. And down here I put some tomatoes as well. And these ones, this one is okay. But this one here, it got some frost. But with the tomatoes is no problem because I have enough at home that I can bring up here again. These ones, they don't look so good. Yeah, this is in front of the terrace. And look, the other ones are there under the roof. And there's a floor, out of stones. And here they're a little bit protected. That's why they're okay. I'm glad that they're okay. My ginkgo tree is okay as well. So no, only these 2 here don't look good. The nectarines seem okay as well. They are close to the wall. Oops. They have to go out and get some rain shower because the leaves don't look good, but the fruit is okay. And then, where are those figs? I saw some figs. Where are they? I don't know, my husband shifted the thing. Okay. No, but at least the nectarines are okay. So here's a fig. One fell off and the other one doesn't look too good, but this is close to the where the wind comes in here. It's open, so they are not as protected as the nectarines. I was worried about these little plums as well, but they look good. They are higher up, and that's okay then. These here, last year they were there, close to that house, and they were all frozen and they fell off. But I think this year, okay, up there, I don't see now, the sun is in my eyes, but maybe you can see it, there's one here. And there are more, I saw them last day. Oops. The plum tree doesn't look bad as well. Lots of plums are there. Last year the frost came when they were just blooming, and that was it now. Now they've been a little bit developed now, as well as the tree is getting bigger, and the frost was, I think they said on the ground, maybe up to 2 meters. Yeah, this is over 2 meters. Yeah, the new foliage of the pear tree up here must have got some frost as well. Here, this one as well. But down under, or below, the ones that are a little bit older, they still look okay. Yeah, the next days the temperatures look better, so I hope we will have some fruit this year. Here, it looks good. The pumpkins don't look bad. They are in my compost bin. I use my compost bins as raised beds, and you see it went down a little bit, the compost, and it's very good as a protection for new plants. So they like it like this. Those ones I didn't plant here, I didn't sow here, but I had something in my kitchen scraps, some pips or some seeds from the pumpkins, and now they're coming here, and I just use them from here and put them in other containers. They had no problem as well, because they are protected a little bit down here. And the strawberries, they had no problem as well. I think they're anyhow not so they don't have so many problems with frost anyhow, as it looks like. They grow very nicely. And it's higher up here and protected. That's quite good. I hope this year we're gonna have many strawberries. Lots of strawberries. That would be nice. And this is also still okay, as it looks like. Raspberries, sticks we put in here. When we cut the autumn bliss raspberries, we had all these sticks, and it was just a waste to throw them away. So we looked for a pot, but all the pots were frozen. The soil was frozen in the pots. But in here, you see they're all on the edge. The edge was already defrozen. How do you say that? And the middle was frozen. We could stick it on the edges here. And here the strawberries are also a little bit higher up, so that's good for them. So the apple tree that has been blooming so nicely, I think it didn't make it. Those ones were not big enough to survive the cold. Well, we'll see. Here are some that have been around. These are peach. That's my peach tree. Do you see it? Here, they look okay. They've been a little bit bigger, but the apples not. Each year the same. Now, yeah. This one, the Amalanchia, looks good, but the apples, maybe next year. Maybe when they get higher up, when they get bigger, they will be okay. That tree here, this is the plum tree from my neighbor that was coming from the roots from my neighbor's plum tree that he cut down. Those plums look good as well. Because it's a normal tree, it's getting higher up, so that's good for them. The apple tree is a dwarf tree. They are too small. Yeah, we'll see what's coming. Maybe they will develop still, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Now I have to tackle this garden bed, these raised beds. There's salad in there. That got too big. It's flowering. I want to put some Jerusalem artichokes in there because they were really a blessing. I could harvest now the last ones last week, and I want to have more of them. You can harvest them the whole winter, no problems with frost and nothing. They're just great, and they're healthy. Yeah, the raspberries, they look good as well. It's not raspberries, it's blackberries, but they are red. That's why I say raspberries. Look at this one. It's really beautiful this year. It's a lilac that grows all year long. Not like the other lilac that just grows in May. This one grows longer. You can enjoy it much longer. So the potatoes, they popped up already. And they didn't mind the frost as well because they're here on the stones. Here are more of them. And there's something coming out as well. Last night it was so cold I had to take the plants in, especially the tomatoes and the peppers and so. They came inside and now the sun is shining and they can go out again. So at this time of the years, that's what we do. Plants are going in and out, in and out. I'm just happy when the 15th of May is there and they can all go to the garden. But like this, we're on the safe side. Better we do this, make the effort to bring them in and out again and save the plants instead of losing them. What are you doing with your plants at this time of the year? So that's how I start my seedlings, on a windowsill. And it's just that window that I have for my seedlings because there's no more space. All the other windowsills are full with indoor plants. And I just extended it, as you can see here. I made extra shelves so that in the time when the plants have to grow, I can put these shelves in and then I have more space. On top there are the big plants, the tomatoes. Down here are the cucumbers, melons and pumpkins. Here I've sown some beans, they still take some time, and okra. And of course here eggplants and tomatillos, Swiss chard, and all this is down here. Here. Even if you don't have a lot of space, you can start your seedlings at home. The eggplants I started in February, and the peppers as well. They take quite long to grow. And the tomatoes I started in March, in the middle of March. Look how big they are already. And they grow very fast. So you better don't start too early, otherwise they get too leggy. Some I started even recently in April, middle of April. And here are still some seeds in there, which are still coming. And when it's not so cold anymore, when the temperatures go up, then I bring them out on the balcony, just at daytime. And in the evening when it's cold, they go back in. But now when the temperatures don't go under 10 Celsius, I'll leave them outside. Well, this is how I do it. If you don't have a greenhouse and if you don't have a lot of space, you can still grow many plants and grow a lot of food in your garden then later. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day and a great gardening season. Bye bye.